Hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. The first thing we're going to look at here is a chart of the market. This is the mini S&P 500 futures contract, front month in nature. Looking at the last print of 1166.50. Actually, going to get right to it. We have a new trade for you guys today. I'm going to have you sell the ES. This is for educational and informational purposes only. Sell the ES at 64.75 or better. We're actually at 66.50 right now. 66.50, 64.75 or better is the sell. This is actually on a swing trade for the on the daily chart, but looking at kind of a sell-off today. On an intraday basis, at least at the latter session, the late session, I should say, after a gap lower to the downside, filled the gap, went to retest the highs of the prior, essentially 3 days. If you look right here, you actually see 1, 2, 3. The prior 3 days, we just simply can't get above this resistance on the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. 1170 to 1172 seems to be the key zone right there. It came up to 1175. Kind of a head and shoulders formation here, essentially. So if you look at our intraday dynamics, you can see we do have a bearish indication here. Bearish, we're below the trend. We have bearishness here. We have full all-out bullishness there. So there's a thorn on the side of the bulls, or bears, I should say. And we're bearish here, so we have an overwhelming bearish bias from market underpinnings, our intraday dynamics, and suggesting the market, the bears actually are in control. What's more, we do have a sell side bias, as we mentioned. We'll look at that in a second on the daily chart of the kind of a contrarian sentiment view. We actually can go ahead and pull that up right here. There he is, new short trade, sell ES at 1164.75. There it is right there, folks, as you can see. Sell at 1164.75, so you're going to get 2 points in favorable slippage. That's 8 ticks in favorable slippage. Unfortunately, you're not going to get this video for probably upload and processing and emailing, and but hopefully the market is at 64.75 or better, and you do have a chance to get in that trade. As you can see, the performance of this system, which actually we don't include in any of our portfolios right now, just kind of a free system. Wow, $16,000 versus $1,200 maximum drawdown, and there you see over the last year, since early last '09, there's the performance of the portfolio. So there's a free trade for you guys who are tuning in to listening to my rather monotone voice. Certainly analytical in nature, but nevertheless, there you have it. From an intraday perspective, if we look back over, the bearishness really began the day prior. This, of course, is Wednesday, the 31st of March, the last day of the quarter. And so some quarter-end jostling, we should say, but definitely the bearishness began yesterday on Tuesday. As you can see, not really much happening. Monday was a quiet day, although we did have some bullishness. We did get a surge following that, but really just no underpinnings. Complete negative divergence was the case yesterday. Actually broke below the trend, a close back in the mid-session of the day's range, and just it was off to the bearish side. So this gap lower was filled, but once you can see, the bears were definitely going to be in control on the market. So there you have it right there. On an intraday perspective, an official market timing perspective, we are still going to remain bullish, even though we're getting these sell side indications. If we look at the daily chart of the S&P 500 cash market, we went bullish at 1121. It's now at 1171. So a quick 50 points in profit over the last 3 weeks or so. Beautiful trades from a discretionary, I should say, basis, our official market timing, as it were. And we're probably going to remain bullish, although we are seeing the market certainly tire here. Looks like it wants to roll over. Definitely have a take your long profits now indication right here in terms of directional movement. That's a great signal to go ahead and, particularly given the move, to at least scale out of some of your positions. So if you've gained the 50 points, if you took the trade on our official bias at 1121, go ahead and scale out of at least a third of your position, if not half, whatever you're comfortable with, and certainly hold the remaining half for a move maybe to 1200. We'll see, but right now we do have some sell side indications, so that's where we stand right there. We're going to go ahead and switch back over to this view and look at a couple of our key trades today, a couple of our new systems. As you can see, these are our new systems right here. ESGD ESG10, ESG15, TFG, EMG, GTEFO. Won't go into all the nomenclature, but as you can see, some beautiful trades this morning, really going long in the early session, closing the trade just off the high of the day. As you can see, the market has corrected substantially since exiting this position. Actually went long on the Russell at 680.80, out at 685.20. For the gain right there. The actual TFG went long as well. Look at these beautiful winners. These actually comprise our dual day trader, TFO, which we're going to look at in a second. Not really any other trades going on. ESG10 is long, ESGT15 is not. EMG is actually long, believe it or not, still holding on to that exposure. GSP, flat, GSPO, flat, GTFPO, flat, GYM. The GEM and the GEM are both flat. But we're going to look at the DDT-TFO here in a second. You can actually trade that portfolio. It's up 26% today. 26% on a $5,000 account. You can trade it for $500 for 3 months. $500 for 3 months, but we're looking at here's another interesting. Now this is our grind NS, and as you can see right together, you can see. We'll go ahead and view the strategy report there. Wow, very impressive. $77,000 over the last 2 years and 8 months. $6,000 maximum drawdown, as you can see. Really impressive. $166 an average trade. $32,000 in profit on the long side. The short side, $115 at average trade. $44,000 on the long side. Of course, these are non-curve fitted, non-optimized, which you, as you can see, is certainly what you have to do in developing systems. Non-optimized and non-curve fitted, as you can see, we've actually been tracking some of our newer models over the last 4 days, and we're going to go ahead and look at those right now. There's the DDT TFO. And as you can see right there, $1,330 was the gain today. As you can see, it's already booked exposure. No more positions for the DDT TFO. Over the last 4 days, up 36%. These are our new models. We started tracking them in real time. So these are real-time trades. And as you can see, if you non-optimize and don't curve fit and don't get involved in making the data look good, you can certainly continue to make money, which is why 80 to 90% of our trading models developed over the last 6 or 7 years are still in service. So there you have it right there. We have a couple of the highlights. GSP's up $2,245, as you just saw. This was about an hour ago. So actually this still has some exposure. I think 2 lots. Could be wrong, but these are certainly out. GTFO gains $1,800. That's a $10,000 account. And as you can see right there, over the last 4 days, there you have it. 4 days, Friday, had some good gains, no trades essentially over the last 2 days, and then boom, hit the nail on the head today. 27% for that DDT TFO. If you're interested in subscribing to this winning portfolio right here, you can certainly subscribe to any of these portfolios. $15,000 down to $5,000. That happens to be a $5,000 account and is actually outperforming it with a 36% gain over the last few days. You can just go to the website right there and just go to the home page and you'll actually see it. Right on the home page, scroll over, there it is, DTT, today's super deal, and you can subscribe to that portfolio for just $500 for 3 months. As mentioned, you can actually also subscribe to the Grind NS, which you just saw had amazing performance, $76,000. That's just going to be an amazing portfolio. We need to start tracking that in real time live as well. But if you guys have any questions, here's how our primary futures portfolios have done over the last 4 days. Delta B up an astounding 22%. Very nice. Kind of quiet on all of our other fronts. Matt Black up 15%. If you're interested in any of those portfolios, just go to the website, chat with the support team live if you have any questions, or feel free to shoot us an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com. And we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.